All copied. Look, thank you, that's all received. Thank you, that's all received, thank you. I've seen, thank you.
Britannia, we're champions.
We'll cat the James Cook again. Thank you very much indeed for that. Sir, have a good day.
Britannia VTS. Britannia VTS, no real delay. They should be underway any time now. Britannia, all copy. Britannia VTS. Britannia VTS. Message received, thank you. I understand you're boarding a pilot this evening. Pilot will board in the pilot boarding area Delta.
Ahoy, shipmates!
Britannia VTS, due to traffic, your pilot will be boarding you in the pilot boarding area Delta, the new ground.
Oh, the lovely lady from BTS always knows when I'm about to start broadcasting. Right, I've just been getting a few things together.
Norwegian Star.
Oh, Norwegian Star.
Norwegian Star VTS.
Star beside you, 102 berth, Refinery Park, Star 8.5, bound for Norway, numbers to follow.
Norwegian Star VTS, that's all copy, thank you.
Yeah, I had a bit of a microphone issue there. It wasn't working. I'm not sure why. I have this excellent software, but every now and again it forgets the microphone. So, I'm here today, along with all my favourite shipmates. And we've got 5 ships departing today. How about that? First one, I think, could be this one here, the Queen Victoria. I can still see some lines attaching it. We've got the research ship James Cook here, just drifting into the Empress Dock. She's obviously been at sea for some while. She tends to go to the North Pole, the South Pole, or somewhere exciting. These shipmates on board there may not have seen land for some time, so they're probably enjoying the wonderful sights of the port of Southampton on being stuck in the Arctic for 3 months.
UK Bluefin, look out North Channel. No reported traffic inbound North Channel. Calshot page 3.91.
Everything seems to be working. All the cameras are connected. I had to do a little bit of a fiddling on one of them just a second ago, but sorted that. Not that you that interested in my technical woes and worries. This is a lesson in how to dock. Absolutely perfect.
Bluefin, thank you. Good afternoon.
Got a bit of a breeze. It's just 22 centigrade. Reasonable humidity. And visibility is 29.2, almost 30 nautical miles. Which if you look on cruise cam here in the back there, you can see the Isle of Wight. And that's really quite clear today. Excellent. Well, I must say the chaps at the VTS must have been listening to my complaints. Because they've decided this time to get 5 ships out in the space of an hour and a half. Absolutely brilliant. What more could you ask for? I just notice over on Netley Cam here, we've got a whole load of little racing yachts. What are they? They are lasers, or probably lasers. Difficult to tell. Going quite fast though. Probably perfect conditions.
BTS, we're champion.
Champion VTS.
BTS, we're champion. We're all signed up here, ready to leave. 4647 out to the west to pool. PEC 1063, draft is 5.3, 8 persons on board.
We're champion VTS. Message received, thank you. And immediate inward bound traffic the Anthem of the Seas will shortly be departing 101, and the Queen Victoria shortly departing 38.9.
BTS for Champion, that's all received. Yeah, I'll back out the ocean docks ring and see where they are. If needs be, I'll follow them.
That's all received.
There we go. So, still waiting for the 2 cruise ships to go. Let's have a look. What's going on over in Cowes? Shall we have a look? Ooh, not a lot over in Cowes. The 1 sailing boat. Got the Queen Victoria here at Dockhead and the Britannia in the ocean terminal. Not quite the barrier. Then the Anthem of the Seas here. I didn't hear VTS say, but I'm suspecting Anthem of the Seas will do a little pirouette here in the middle swing ground. And Norwegian Star and Queen Mary 2 here. Queen Mary 2, I suspect, will go to the upper swing ground. It seems to take a long time to spin around the Queen Mary 2. Right, where should we go to? Which camera should we look at? What's going on over here? Queen Victoria.
Anthem of the Seas, letting go, thank you.
Anthem of the Seas.
Not yet underway at station, should be leaving shortly.
I think that's probably the Queen Victoria, because obviously Anthem of the Seas doesn't want to be trying to get out if Queen Victoria's moving from the dock. Can't see. I think it looks like there's a... Yeah, I'd say some of the lines have come in, so yeah, so very shortly she'll be on her way. We'll get to see her for a bit, then we'll see the pocket ship Anthem of the Seas. See little lasers go whizzing around out there. Assuming they're lasers. And the James Cook coming ever so gently into port. Very good. It is a rather lovely day here in the port of Southampton. Oh, I've just realised I'm completely neglecting the chat element of this live stream. Oh, hello, shipmates. Ahoy, they've got them all here. Oh, gosh, I have to rewind quite a while. Let's have a look. So we've got a good selection of spanners in the... Let's say good selection of spanners in the toolbox. That doesn't sound quite right, does it? A good selection of spanners on board. They are in the chat. They'll be monitoring what's going on and helping answer questions if I don't see them. Occasionally they'll tell me to wake up if I fall asleep. The captain has been known to have a little bit of a Winston after lunch. Let's have a look. Who else have we got here?
Queen Victoria, BTS.
Queen Victoria.
Go ahead.
I can't see any lines. I'm wondering if she's...
1709 and 967, thank you.
That's 1,790 passengers on the Queen Victoria. Not bad number. Well, not a full complement. Queen Victoria can actually squeeze 2,081 passengers on board, so pretty full, She's powered, driven by a couple of Azipod drives, so she'll be slipping out quite easily from the Queen Elizabeth II terminal there. She's 900 crew maximum. I didn't quite catch the crew numbers.
Southampton VTS, this is Britannia 1-2, good afternoon.
Hello, it's Britannia.
Britannia VTS, good afternoon.
There's Britannia.
Good afternoon, Mum. Just wanted to confirm with yourselves what departure time you have us scheduled for.
Britannia, I have you down for 1800 departure, 1800.
Okay, that's all copied. Thank you very much. 1800.
Yep, I have 1800 as well. We're all on the same page. Good. Is there any movement here in Queen Victoria? Oh, possibly. Ever so slightly. But you can see there's not really enough wind to be causing too much chop on the sea, so little laser sailing boats are whizzing around. Ideal conditions. Where was I with Queen Victoria?
Okay, Karma, east of the new grounds, west of the tower, thank you. Nothing reported west of the tower. The Britannia's inbound from the southwest will be over the new ground.
Maiden voyage, Queen Victoria, 2007. So she's of the older generation of cruise ship. We don't really get too many cruise ships here in port that are older than...
North and east of the tower, thank you. The Dredger AI Aberset is working southeast of the tower.
We don't get anything much older than 20 years here in the port of Southampton. I wonder if I can... I need to... I'm on the wrong controls. I was going to look in the chat with them. Oh, hi there, BK 44444. I'm just rather erratically looking back here through the chat. I've really clearly missed quite a lot. James Cook, yeah, it's information on James Cook. Hi there, Mark the Shark. Eddie Murray says the weather looks better down there. Yes, it is a lovely day. A lovely day indeed. Hi there, Chuck Kirby from PA in the USA. Great, we have an American shipmate on board. We have the other week we had a number of shipmates from all over Bermuda. Where else were they? There lots of glamorous islands, but
Victoria underway, thank you. No immediate inward bound traffic. The inward bound ferry is the Red Osprey at North Shore.
I quite like Pennsylvania, so more than happy to have a shipmate from Pennsylvania on board. Oh, there's Lord Jones.
BTS, we're champion.
We're champion, VHS.
Yeah, I see the Anthem's underway as well. I'll swing off Ocean Dock Hole there and I'll follow her out.
We're champion, swing off the ocean dock, hold position and follow the Anthem. All copy, thank you.
I see. I think it was Lord Jones' shipmates said something about the water's looking. Oh, wrong. Sorry. Say the water looks very green today. I agree. It's got a real green tinge to it today. It's absolutely fascinating. I mean, you obviously hear artists talking about how the water can be different colours, and really can. I do notice it when I'm droning a lot. It will go from blues and turquoises to greens. Today is a green day. It's definitely got that sort of, don't know, quite pea soup. A bit of touch of chartreuse to it, I suppose. Don't know if we'll see. I'm just looking on cruise cam here. I don't think we'll see Queen Victoria on cruise cam because Britannia is quite a long way forward. It looks like one of the restaurant staff down there having a sneaky gasper. Lots of people out on their balconies. They're probably all going to look out for the Anthem of the Seas. She looks like, I think I'm correct. Looks to me like she is spinning around here in the middle swing ground. Perfect. So let's go back to Netley. Bit of a, even though there's not much wind. So what was the weather for? What's the weather? 6 knots, 6 gusting to 7. Wow, 8 knots gusting to 10. It's not very much considering the wobbling of Netley Cap. I guess it might be the direction or something. But she's on the move, and she's on the move to a good question. Only knew where she was on the move to, and luckily the excellent speller Kevin 2 has informed me that she's on a 19-night Mediterranean and Greek Isle cruise via Cartagena, Corfu, Dubrovnik, Hava Island, Trieste, Cagliari and Gibraltar. Dubrovnik, eh? But a bit of Croatian action.
Well, thank you.
Oh, there we go. We can see her on cruise cam. I thought perhaps we'd be able to. Oh, yes. Quite a few people up on the deck. That's her. If Iona's there, she really does obscure the view. Hello, hello. Shipmates, ahoy! Oh, what a wonderful day to be sailing out. Not too much of a wind, a lovely bit of sun, gentle humidity.
Primary to BTS, all copies and swing in the upper swinging ground. Anthem is just getting underway. 101 berth. And the UKDC line is still working, currently in the upper swinging ground.
So that's Anthem of the Seas, swinging.
Queen Victoria's underway, that's correct.
And yes, Queen Victoria's underway, and the Queen Mary 2 going to the upper swing ground. I thought as much. She always seems to.
The Norwegian Star is due to depart 1700 or so.
Norwegian Star at 1700, along with Queen Mary 2. She's got a real little sideways ferry glide going on here. Queen Victoria, just about to make out the name there on the port side. There's a good chance we'll get some hooting and honking here.
Roger, 7 BTS received, thank you. Traffic information, Queen Victoria is underway from 38.9 berth. Anthem of the Seas getting underway from 101. Queen Mary 2 due to depart 1700 from 106. And Norwegian Star also due to depart 1700 from 102.
Oh, there's shipmate Andy Nichols. Many thanks for your kind contribution. Much appreciated. Queen Victoria sporting more of a traditional colour scheme with the blue hull. White superstructure. Rather partial to a blue hull myself. Oh, ahoy shipmate, cool dude. Donated £100. Well, many thanks shipmate. That's most kind of you indeed. Not sure what the captain's done to deserve that, but it's very thankful indeed. Oh, that looks like Quitonia there. She's a bunkering vessel, so I think she was on the radio earlier. She's going to nip out in between the cruise ships. She's effectively
UKDC line, BTS.
She's effectively a mobile petrol station.
Work at the corner, that's all copies.
I suspect Whitonia will be going down to Fawley to refuel herself. Take on some more heavy fuel oil.
Musketeer, BTS, good afternoon.
You can see now that Queen Victoria's popped the transmission into drive and is now proceeding forward after having done that little spin. I should have a quick look.
All received, thank you. Britannia, approaching our western sector with that.
So you can see here over on Netley that she's actually quite a long way out in the waters. The different camera positions give a quite a different view of what's going on here in the port. So the how long was that cruise that the Queen Victoria was on for? Quite a long one, wasn't it? 18 days. 19 nights. There was some discussion earlier, yesterday rather, when we had 5 cruise ships yesterday as well. So today, this weekend, there's 10 cruise ships coming and going from the port of Southampton. Makes it one of the busiest weekends of the year. I'm not entirely sure how many passengers that will equate to, but it's got to be conservatively somewhere in the region of 15,000, 16,000, hasn't it?
Queen Victoria, Western Shaft.
So that's somewhere in the region of, I would say, at least 30,000 passengers arriving and departing
Red Osprey, BTS, receive, thank you.
in the port of Southampton. So it does make traffic rather tricky. It does get a little troublesome. There we go, that's Queen Victoria coming down the water. We'll have Queen Mary 2 later. Very similar colour scheme.
BTS Yes, James Cook, that's all fast in the Empress. Starboard side 2, closing down. Thank you.
James Cook, thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, so the Queen Mary 2, very similar colour scheme, but obviously very different design. I really like the Queen Mary 2. Very, very elegant lines. We'll see that difference later. Let's have a quick check on the Anthem of the Seas. There we go. There's Anthem of the Seas. She's getting almost completing her swing, so she'll be on her way shortly.
BTS, ready, go. Short to departure. Clear permission for my departure.
Ready, Eagle BTS copy, thank you. Traffic information with champions holding off the ocean dock and Anthem of the Seas is at Pierhead. Outward bound, Victoria, dockhead, outward bound.
Over to thank you very much.
Right, so back to this chat that I keep forgetting to look at now. What was going on here? Someone said about, oh yes, this the sea is green. Oh, any commentary? Oh yeah, sorry, my software had
Britannia, Southampton BTS.
randomly forgotten my microphone settings. Do we have Chuck Kirby's in Pennsylvania? Are we there, Chuck? Maybe he's in Philly.
Norwegian Star on the move now from 102 berth.
Norwegian Star BTS copy, thank you.
Norwegian Star's on the move now as well. Gosh, this is... I mean, I appreciate that VTS are packing them all in, but this is actually starting to become quite tricky here. So Norwegian Star... Oh, now where is she? She's...
Anthem of the Seas, ready, go. Good afternoon, pilot.
So there we go. So Norwegian Star, she's further up. So the Anthem of the Sea is pretty much completed, her swing. And then Norwegian Star's right behind her. She's not supposed to depart till 5.
Anthem of the Sea, ready, go.
Yeah, what's she doing departing now? Well, I suppose it's only 4 minutes to go.
LEA BTS standby.
Captain likes to be prompt, I'm guessing.
Ready, go.
Yeah, Anthem of the Sea, ready, go. Yeah, we're the outbound ferry. So you have before us, if we crop on, we'll be close to Town Quay and then we'll overtake the Britannia once we're there.
Yeah, perfectly.
Thank you very much.
The local Red Funnel ferry is coordinating with all the cruise ships trying to get in and apply their trade between the Port of Southampton and the Isle of Wight, but it's quite tricky, all the cruise ships getting away. You would get an excellent viewing platform
We're champion BTS.
from one of the Red Funnel ferries, sit up on the top deck with
BTS, we're champion.
a beer or a rum.
Did you copy that? Ready, Eagles outbound.
You're received, yeah. What about the Norwegian Star? She's swinging or up top or down in the middle?
Looks like a capsized little yacht there. Let's hope we can get it up right. Quite tricky with those lasers, especially when you get some water on themselves.
We're champion. Norwegian will probably swing off 102 area, middle swinging ground.
There we go, he's got it up. Well done, shipmate. So the middle swing ground for Norwegian.
We're champion BTS. Let's just watch points. Ready, Eagles part. Anthem of the Seas passes you. You might have time to nip out.
There we go. So
Yeah, it's just the clear channel bit on the round the storm bit.
the Norwegian Star's going to reverse.
That's that's understood. Calshot's currently 4.01.
It's like Christmas at the local supermarket here, isn't it? Everyone's trying to get in on the action. I believe there's other YouTubers that we've seen before, the Cruise Monkeys. I think they're on Anthem of the Seas. Someone was mentioning yesterday. They've been on the channel a few times. They normally have some massive yellow foam hands. Makes them very easy to spot. The last ship away will be the Britannia there. Look at that, looking all bright and shiny in that little puddle of sun.
Atlantic Tube, BTS copied, thank you.
And then we'll have Anthem of the Seas on the screen shortly.
LEA, Southampton BTS.
I've realised I don't have enough hands to operate all these cameras and the mouse at the same time. The captain needs to grow in.
LEA, Southampton BTS, that's all copied, thank you. Call BTS back when you've heaped up your anchor, and we'll update you on the traffic If you could list in watch channel 12 for VTS 9 to the pilot launch.
Hi there, Bertie Doe. Oh, I'm catching up on the chat. There we go. Quite bright down here in Netley Cliff Sailing Club. Hi there, Nigel Warren. Says he was awake this morning watching the 5 ships turn up. My gosh, shipmates, you are very keen. I didn't catch them this morning, but then I have a little bit of a cold at the moment, and it's slightly slowing the captain down. Hi there, shipmate. Cool dude. Another donation of £100. My word, shipmate. I'll have to name a camera after you at this rate. Hi there, Steve Mack. Clearly he's making good use of his new timekeeping device, as he's now been promptly on deck every single time. We've got the Anthem of the Seas just coming up from cruise cam, so here's the red funnel. She's nipping out in front of Anthem and planning to overtake the Queen Victoria on the way to the Isle of Wight. Don't want to hold up all those people trying to get back to the island for their lunch or their dinners, their roasts. There's one of the yachts from the Netley Cliff Sailing Club just there.
BTS, Anthem of the Seas, yeah.
Anthem of the Seas, hello.
Anthem of the Seas, stay ahead, thank you, and standing by for your figures when you're ready.
How?
Yep, I've got them for you. Okay,
There'll be a lot.
yeah, 4098 through 147.
Understood, thank you.
Well, that's not far off the maximum capacity of the Anthem of the Seas, so she's pretty full as well. Like I say, all the cruise ships lately seem to have been departing port relatively full. I think the relaxation in some of the COVID restrictions has helped a lot. I don't know. Bertie Doe. Sorry, I'm going back for the Bertie Doe. Oh, there, shipmate. This chat is, I'm a little behind with the chat. Oh, there, Nigel. Oh, Nigel Warren. That's right. You were up early this morning, weren't you, shipmate? Very keen. Keen indeed. Hi there, Katie White. Hi there, Helen Jones. And hi there, Jeffrey Nichols from Canada. Hey. And what else is going on here?
Norwegian Star, VTS.
Norwegian Star? What's happening with Norwegian Star then? Is she on the turn?
Go ahead.
Yeah, she's reversing. Yep, so there's Norwegian Star, so she's reversing to the middle swing ground.
All understood, thank you.
Anthem of the Seas on her way. We'll see her shortly. There's Wit Champion, the bunkering vessel. She's just waiting for them to go past, and she'll fall in behind on her way, I'd imagine, down to Fawley to pick up some heavy fuel oil. Anthem of the Seas will be shortly on cruise cam, I'd imagine. Give it a minute or two. I don't know where we were in the chat. Boy there, Rocky Raccoon says he's on Anthem of the Seas in 3 weeks. Thank you, cool dude again. As most generous of your shipmates. Clearly, after a camera to be named after you, I'll have to give that some consideration.
Where would last BTS traffic information, Queen Victoria, passenger ship outbound of the Hound. Anthem of the Seas passing Ocean Dock outward bound. After that, the next one will be Norwegian Star.
Oh, there, Lorne Jones says, I mentioned a Winston earlier. No, it's famously Winston Churchill like to have a little nap after lunch, affectionately known as a Winston. So, in our family, we call it a Winston. I'm guessing it might be vernacular, only suitable to my own family. Oh, hello. I don't even need to move the camera up. It's such a large cruise ship. Look at that. I think there's one of those nifty cabins with a balcony over the wing bridge. I'd really like to stay in one of those. That looks awesome. I can pretend I'm on the bridge. Lots of shipmates out on the balconies. There we go. Sorry for the jogs. Difficult to catch. There we go. So I don't know if that's public or if that's part of someone's cabin. Plenty of waving going on. Oh, there's the yellow hands. That must be the cruise monkeys again. Focus. I'm suspecting that's probably the cruise monkeys with the big yellow hands. Good to see you there, shipmates. If not, good to see you anyway with the big yellow hands. Let's see if I can get a bit closer. There we go. Yeah, the cruise monkeys normally have their big yellow hands.
Right, just 7 BTS, yes, it's safe to do so thanks to which champions is holding off the ocean dock.
Now we can see it on the pier head, so she is a very large ship. Particularly, even though I said earlier, I like the hull to be blue. There's a sky blue colour here on Anthem of the Seas. Rather fetching. There's a nifty ride on the top as well.
Britannia, BTS copy, thank you. Traffic information at Atlantic Jupiter to the port, outward bound now.
There is a lot of shipmates on board, isn't there? There was 4,000 and something, I seem to remember. So that's a good number. Perfect conditions for sailing off on. That's a good question. Where are they sailing off to then? Let's have a look at this, shall we? 4,098 passengers on board. And the Anthem of the Seas is off on a 7-night Spanish-French cruise via La Rochelle, Bilbao, La Coruna and Le Havre.
Oscar Zero VTS traffic update. The Atlantic Jupiter takes pilot system darking shortly. That pilot will then go to the Britannia. Britannia's at the West Princess. She'll be boarding heading easterly from the West Princess.
Oh, boy, there should be Alan. Many thanks for your kind donation. Much appreciated. Let's have a look. I can have a look at the stern of the. This is very distinctive. Got this sort of wraparound effect. Look at this. Bit of a ducktail type design, maybe. Looks like there's a shipmate down in one of the openings down the bottom there. Lovely. Look at those balcony double. Looks like they have double height cabins back there. Ah, yes. Well, once the captain wins the lottery, that's where he'll be staying on one of those, I should imagine. Right, this is quite a busy weekend. 10 cruise ships in total. Oh, I've missed Queen Victoria. She's over there. Let's have a look. Queen Victoria is on her way down Southampton water. Queen Victoria is down. Some way down Southampton water now. Look at that visibility. Wonderful today. As you can see, the visibility to the Isle of Wight is excellent. "24 nautical miles. The Norwegian Star, she's in the middle swing ground. She's getting very close to the quick flip over here. She's very close to the dock here. Look at that. She's hopefully they won't be reversing into the dock. Pretty sure they can manage something like that. Disappearing just by one of those rows there. heard for Queen Mary 2 because the Norwegian Star left very promptly, a little bit early potentially, but nothing wrong with that. And then the Queen Mary 2 is also due to leave. We've got some crossing ferries going on here. I'm not sure that Refinery ferry is going to be able to overtake Queen Victoria in time. We'll have to wait and see, won't we? Princess 85. Now that's a whopper. 85-foot pleasure craft. Not sure where the Princess 85 is going. Now, I haven't heard anything from Queen Mary 2 yet, and then Britannia's after that. Just to me, like the wind is picking up. What's the current forecast? Still 9, gusting to 13. So. Rather unfortunate that because the sun's on the other side, we tend to get a bit of a silhouette. See the ships in a lot of colour. Bit of a shame. Oh, there's shipmate Theo Wheeler. Many thanks for your kind donation. Norwegian Star carefully rotating. A little spin up there. Just almost completed a spin, and she'll be off down Southampton, down the River Test, off down Southampton water. We've got a chap here on this balcony taking some photographs. He's gone back in again. We will see the Anthem of the Seas here shortly. He'll come out from behind Britannia. Britannia's not as big as Iona, so not so much of a view, but it would be nice if they went first, the ships in the ocean terminal. Much easier to follow things going on. Oh, ahoy shipmates, Respi 3. Oh, many thanks for your kind donation. I think there was a message there, wasn't there? I missed the message. Now, how can I find that message? Let's have a look. What was the message? Oh, here we go. He's from Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver, Washington, not Vancouver, BC. We're on Queen Mary 2. Thank you, Cam, and we'll wave them just so we can wave them. Just kidding. You know, no, don't just kid. Wave away, shipmate. Wave away. There is for an idea of scale, the Red Funnel Ferry and the Anthem of the Seas. Ah, here we go. Queen Mary 2 now. Just can't quite hear the ships when they're at the other end of the port. I could give myself a radio repeater at the other end or something. Maybe somewhere higher. Always technical issues to overcome. A little puddle of sun there in the middle of Southampton water. Looks to me like she's picked up a decent amount of speed as well. Norwegian Star. Let's have a look. Update on Norwegian Star. I think she's just about finished spinning. And she's probably going to start heading forward. I'm guessing that was Queen Mary 2 saying that she's just about to let go, would be my guess. And then Britannia, which we can just about see the stern of here. She'll be going at 6, which by the time Queen Mary 2's gone to the upper swing ground, spun round and come down, pretty much straight after her, one would imagine. And we can then be finished with Ships TV just in time to head down to the galley. look at that. We get a better idea of the colour here of the Anthem of the Seas. No one's gone up in the, I think it's called the North Star or Big Shot or something. I can't remember. I get my LA rides confused. My Vegas rides and the pods on top of cruise ships. But often in the ports of Southern, we do actually see it head up, and there's people on there. Gives you another, I can't remember what it is now, another 150 feet of elevation. So absolutely fantastic. Ahoy there, shipmate Edward. I think I missed that one. I was concentrating. Edward Post. Ahoy there, shipmate. Many thanks for your kind donation. And I've forgotten to move the other camera. Captain. Captain's ability at multitasking are not the best. Right, I realise I've been completely neglecting the chat, but I have been rather busy with all that's going on here. Oh, shipmate Alan says that the bridge wings are public access. So they are public access on the Anthem of the Seas. I know on some of the ships they're part of the cabins. One we looked at the other day because someone told me they were. I thought that looked pretty awesome. So, not that familiar with the layout of that ship, unfortunately. Yeah, brilliant. That's what I like about this channel. So many well-informed shipmates on here. If you have a question, you can ask it, and someone's bound to have the answer. That's very nice down there, isn't it? Just a quick check on Norwegian Star. Oh, yeah, she's now passing Mayflower Park, and that's going to be the location of the boat show. They've started working on that. It'll open. There we go. Yeah, I think it's something like not next week, the week after the boat show. I shall probably pop down there and have a little broadcast, see what's going on. Always fun to wander around the super yachts and things that I can't afford. But there are some things you can afford. You can get onto the water very reasonably. There are kayaks and paddle boards, those sorts of things. Try to make the water very accessible. Ahoy there, Tonka Bean. Oh, ahoy there, King's Homeland. I think I've probably covered it. I'm not entirely sure. Good to go. Move this camera over here. There we go. That's ready for Norwegian Star. Oh, Donald Searle, she's a sail training ship. Not quite sure she is. There's one of those foiling moths. See that chap there at the bottom of the screen? He's whizzing along on hydrophones. Look at that. Absolute perfect conditions for that. Decent breeze. Not too windy and a good sea state. Ahoy there, shipmate. Assist. Welcome aboard. Many thanks for subscribing. It's you make a good point. If you are enjoying the content of this channel and the ramblings of the captain, do think about subscribing. It helps the greater good and pettles my ego. Oh, there, Daniel San. I've noticed you've been in the chat. Daniel San's excellent shipmate, always providing useful information. He certainly has his ear to the ground on local events, does Daniel San. Look at those guys go on, those moths. Excellent. Boy there, Nero571 says, am I doing a stream next weekend? Is the captain doing a stream next weekend? Unfortunately, I'm not planning on one at the moment. Rather unfortunate. I should be travelling with any luck. And if I'm not travelling, I should be doing a stream. Waiting for Norwegian Star to turn up. So Anthem of the Seas, pretty wonderful cruise ship. When she's in town, it does look somewhat like a whole new block of flats has been built. So, she's very visible from quite a lot of the streets as you walk around town. Launched in February 2015. She has a double occupancy of 4,200. With a, I don't know actually how many crew, no information on that. Top speed of 22 knots or 41 kilometres an hour for all you continental types. I think I can see the Norwegian coming onto the screen now. I can see the shadow looming. That's very green water today, isn't it? Ahoy there, Oggy 1966. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. Oh, look at the graphics on that. Very, very bright, aren't they? The Norwegian lines certainly go in for their brightly coloured graphics. Look what's going on up on the top. See plenty of shipmates up in there, bathed in sun. Looks to me like they're lurking around in the bar area, perhaps enjoying a rum-based cocktail. A little bit of hooting there, but very quiet. I probably didn't hear that one, unfortunately. Well, so obviously, compared to Anthem of the Seas, quite a bit smaller. Norwegian Star, there we go. That's the name of the game. Some excellent looking balconies there on the stern. Rather reminiscent of some 1970s fretwork there above the Norwegian Star name. Not sure if we had any shipmates saying they were going to wave on Norwegian Star. A couple there on the stern, that'd be very nice if they waved. They're perfect location.
Traffic information, Britannia coming through St Helens for Portsmouth.
We've got the Britannia just following in behind Norwegian Star. The bow of Britannia there, all the shipmates on the starboard side of Britannia waving away to the shipmates on board Norwegian Star. Look at that, we champion following in nicely. Had a lovely and bright evening here in the port of Southampton. The Wit champion registered in the port of Douglas on the Isle of Man. I'm sure for no tax reason whatsoever. Right, oh, this is quite a hectic evening. I'm glad there's only 5 cruise ships. I'm not sure I could cope with more than 5. Right, let's have a look. So Norwegian Star's on her way, and a little look-see. Let's have a look, see what's going on up further up the port. Ah, yes, the Queen Mary 2. She's just pulling away, so she'll be heading off to the upper swing ground, spinning around, and heading on her way out. A little while before she's on the screen. It is 5:30, and then I'd imagine pretty much, it's been very good of VTS to coordinate this so tightly today. I should imagine pretty much she'll pass the Britannia somewhere in the region of about 10 to 6 or so, and then that would probably give Britannia the 10 minutes she needs to go out as well. So it's going to be very busy, shipmates. I like this non-stop ship action. Just careful how I say that. And we will have potentially some ships passing on Cow's Gap as well. Not for a little while. That's a Norwegian Star. And then, as you can see, there is Queen Victoria just rounding the Cowshot Boy.
Norwegian Star, yes, understood, thank you.
And Anthem of the Seas is somewhere in between behind this row here. So, Norwegian Star. Of course, you're asking yourself, where's Norwegian Star off to? And Kevin 2 is helpfully filming. She departs for a 12-night Norwegian Icelandic cruise via Idefjord, Ålesund, Akureyri, Reykjavik, Belfast, Dublin, and Portland. Interesting. I'm not quite sure how Portland snuck in there. Doesn't seem quite as glamorous as all those other locations, does it? Have a little look back at Netley Cams. I think the red jet was just about to burst past. I'm not entirely sure if it's supposed to look like red lips and a smile, but that's what always comes to my mind when I see the bow of Norwegian Star. I would say ever so slightly smirking. A bit like the Queen, trying not to laugh.
Clarissa, Southampton VTS.
There we go, there's the red jet blasting on his way to Cowes. You can see the Queen Victoria over there.
Sailing yacht Clarissa, Southampton VTS, understood, thank you. Traffic information, the Anthem of the Seas passing SO outward bound. It's clear channel from the hook outbound, please, and the Red Eagles at the hook outbound also.
Oh, there, shipmate. I think it was Chris Harris. Many thanks for subscribing.
Sailing yacht Clarissa, Southampton VTS, just to confirm you will be outside the channel, correct?
Welcome to the crew. Let's have a look over in Cowes. Not a lot of yacht traffic. Let's go back to Netley Cam. Norwegian Star. So, Norwegian Star off to the fjords. Very popular destination. They all seem to be at it these days. Now, I think Norwegian...
We're champion Western Shove out, thank you.
Norwegian Star, one of probably the oldest ships.
VTS.
Maiden voyage 2001.
Queen Victoria VTS, understood, thank you. And copied that you're going north of the right middle. Red Eagle VTS. Sailing yacht Clarissa, top of the North Channel, inward bound for the Hamble.
It's quite a bright evening here in the port of Southampton.
Yeah, that's understood, thank you.
Was expecting to see a few more kite surfers. Ideal conditions for that, but probably possibly not enough wind Not a kite surf, I don't really know.
I've seen BTS. Understood, thank you. No reported traffic. Red Park and BTS traffic information, Queen Victoria, Bourne Gap outbound main channel East, clear channel. Anthem at the Seas, passing SO, clear channel also. Norwegian Star, Northwest Netley, clear channel outward bound. And the Wit Champion, Western Shelf, out.
Oh, look, we can get to 2 cruise
Sailing
ships.
Yacht Carouser, Sailing Yacht Carouser, Southampton VTS.
There we have the Queen Victoria and the Norwegian Star and the Britannia all on screen at the same time.
Sailing Yacht Carouser, Sailing Yacht Carouser, Southampton VTS, Southampton VTS. Sailing Yacht Carouser, Southampton VTS, just request that you make your intentions known early, please. Question, do you intend to stick outside the greens? Sailing Yacht Carouser, Southampton VTS, understood. You are going to stay outside the greens. Traffic information, the Red Eagle, just south of the Hook, outbound east of the greens as well. Red Jet 7's at the Cadland, outward bound.
Right, Queen Mary 2, she's at the top of the
Britannia, VTS copied.
top of the docks.
Ports in.
You'll be on her way to doing a little swing, and like I say, she'll take quite a while.
Copied, thank you.
I think she's a graceful lady, as the Queen Mary 2. Yeah, because as I was saying, Norwegian Star, fairly old in respects. Launched, what was the maiden voyage? 2001 maiden voyage? Yeah, November 2001. So it's not often we see cruise ships older than 20 years. Certainly can tell, can't you? The design is nowhere near as impressive as, say, the other ships that we see in ports. A mere 294 metres long and 91,000 gross tons. 15 passenger decks in total. Let me move that camera. Come on, Captain, keep up with it. There we go. Oh, it looks like a fishing boat. It's not often we see fishing boats here. Southampton is mainly goods and passenger people rather than fishes, which I think is a shame. I like my fishes. That smirky smile on the front. So I think anyway. Oh, I've realised I've completely neglected the chat for what appears to be an increasingly longer length of time. I'm just I'm not up on it today. It's quite busy here, having to control various different bits and pieces. Let's quick look at that fishing boat, shall we? I've zoomed in rather a lot there, but definitely a fishing boat. Right, back to Netley Cam. Ahoy there, Salam Al Gahmadi. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing.
Sailing Yacht Carouser. She is inbound just where the Red Eagle is now, outside the channel, proceeding to the handle.
It's unusual that sailing yachts are communicating with VTS unless they're quite large, so keeping an eye out for sailing yacht Carouser. We're going to see Norwegian Star and Anthem of the Seas on the screen at the same time. I'll probably maybe even see. We can get Queen Victoria on the screen as well.
seas, BTS, all copied, thank you.
And if the captain's concentrating, we'll get Queen Victoria on Cow's Camp. Oh, gosh. Right. Oh, I do appreciate the VTS is a much busier ship schedule. But it is quite hard work. Right. Here is Norwegian Star. Let's have a quick look at Queen Mary 2. Where is she? She's still heading up to the upper swing ground. I haven't even started swinging yet. So I think my prediction's about right.
Seas, BTS. Apologies, traffic information, the LEA, passing through number anchorages. She's coming in, she's boarding 1845 at Foxtrot.
There we go. That's Queen Mary 2 up in the upper swing ground. I can hear music coming in from the Britannia. It sounds like something about entertaining you. This is the game we play. It's... Ahoy there, Dave. Atwell, welcome aboard, shipmate. The captain hears random lyrics wafting over the port, and his musical knowledge is so inept he has no idea who's singing it. So,
Hi, Yokohama, BTS, all copied, thank you. AI Alpha set the dredger working southeast in Tower. You've got one vessel coming in from the southeast, the Stalingrad.
definitely something about letting me entertain you. I can't hear the music. I'm not sure who it is. Maybe it's, I don't know, who would that be? I'm sure someone in the chat will know. Is it like sort of, I don't know, The Who or something like that, or Rolling Stones? I don't know. Oh, ahoy there, shipmates, Paula Jones and Sally G, saying it's Robbie Williams. Oh, well, there you go. I'm suspecting that it's not actually the artist singing it. It's a different. It's someone singing the lyrics. That's why I can't really hear the music. I could just hear these very shrill, "Let me entertain you" lyrics being shouted out. To be honest, it's way better than I could sing, so I shouldn't really criticise, should I? Should never criticise something that you can't do yourself.
25 BTS copied, thank you. Traffic information. The Anthem of the Seas, large passenger ship. She's at the Blackjack and she's clear channel. So I need you to stay out of the precautionary area, please. Next flight after that is the Norwegian Star. She's at the Cadland and she's being followed out by the Wit Champion.
Definitely a large passenger ship's Anthem of the Seas. I don't know how you could fail to miss that. A few more people saying Robbie Williams as well. Thank you there, shipmates. I knew you would know. I'm amazed how I could just hear the odd word and you all seem to know who it is. Just my poor musical knowledge. Look at that, we have the red funnel.
85 Southampton BTS, if you can do it safely without entering the precautionary area, that's absolutely fine. Additional traffic information, the Red Eagle and Red Jet 7. Cow shot fit outbound for cows.
Very busy here, so I'll just have a little check on Queen Mary 2. I know she won't have gone very far. Oh, she's, I would say, halfway through the spin. Halfway through the spin cycle up in the upper swing ground. There you go, see, she's almost halfway there.
We're trying to go BTS.
Yeah, I think I can hear the singing. I'm pretty sure it's a cover singing. Just about to go around.
We're trying to go BTS, that's all copied, thank you. Do you say you're going to follow the Queen Mary, sorry. Understood, thank you.
just about to go around the Cashot spit, is the Anthem of the Seas.
Team BTS copy, thank you.
Right, back to the chat. And I know I've been very poor on the chat today. My apologies for that, shipmate. Oh, there's shipmate Nikos Kasanandis. Apologise for murdering your name there. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. If you are enjoying the content, I will appreciate it if you subscribed, because it does good things, apparently. And there is a thumbs up button which you can click on that if you also feeling inclined, in the mood. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and I don't know, the AI robots at Google will then recommend the channel to other interested shipmates. Hi there, Jan Pip. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Quick zoom in there. There's another one of those little foiling mothy chaps shooting around. Oh, hi there, Vendor Mender. He's in the chat. Must have missed you. I do apologise if I'm very slow on the chat today. I'm slightly distracted with multiple goings on here in the port of Southampton. It's very busy today. Still to come is Queen Mary 2 and Britannia. Queen Mary 2 is at the upper swing ground, spinning around. And then Britannia is right in front of us. She'll very obviously disappear straight after Queen Mary 2. So, yeah, it's all go today on the Solent Ships YouTube channel. I'm glad you're appreciating the coverage. That's a rather snappy broadcast today. No intermission. Straight from ship 1 to ship 5. And I'll be straight down to the galley at the end of the broadcast. Just keeping an eye on Cow's Count at the moment, because I think the was a speedboat making much speed out on the side. I think the Queen Victoria is just about to come up on Cow's Cam. Ahoy there, Kenny Hall. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. Do appreciate your subscription status. Ahoy there, Nicholas August. That is Norwegian Star. Britannia is about to...
Princess 85, Southampton BTS.
Ahoy there, shipmates. I'm afraid I can't pronounce your name. Can't even know where to start with that one.
Princess 85,
welcome aboard.
BTS, question, where are you now in relation to the nearest buoy?
Sounds like someone's lost. Oh, I think I know this one. I'm just listening to some lyrics. I actually know this one.
Princess 85, BTS, the Gurnard buoy or the Gurnard Ledge buoy?
Oh, the Gurnard buoy, eh? I saw some shipmates subscribing there, so I missed that one. There is Queen Victoria over on the Cow's Cam. Wonderful stuff.
That's understood, sir. So to confirm, you're outside the channel, is that correct?
Oh, there, Kim Cooper. Many thanks for subscribing, shipmate. There's something about some sex bombs going on.
Understood, thank you. I can't get a manual radar target on you, and I don't have your AIS.
So, sex bomb, I believe, is the legend of the Welsh Valleys, Tom Jones.
Queen Mary 2, VTS, understood, thank you. There was 10, you're on 104, we'll follow you out.
I'm suspecting that's the Queen Mary 2 saying she's popped it into drive and is heading down our way. Quickly go back here. So we've got the Anthem of the Seas going to the right and the Queen Victoria going to the left. And then on Netley Cam we have the Queen Victoria going to the left and the Norwegian Star going to the left. It's Cow's Cam. Here on Cow's Cam they're going just a little bit faster. But at this point, down Southampton waters around about 12 knots. When they go past Cows, 16 knots or so.
DP World, you calling BTS?
Not as many sailboats as I was expecting out on the Solent today. I thought it would have been quite busy.
3 callers calling at the same time. Break. DP World, Southampton VTS, repeat your message.
We can have the Queen Victoria going that way, or the Queen Victoria
Thank
going
you.
that way.
Break wayward last VTS.
We've moved on from Tom Jones. I'm not entirely sure.
Wayward last VTS, copied. No reported traffic moving in the engine.
Oh, there, the Mish 65.
Good morning, just before we leave, over.
Welcome aboard, shipmate.
Wayward last VTS, there's no need. There's no reported traffic.
Roger.
The chap down there fishing.
Elizabeth VTS, good evening.
Something about poker now, I can hear.
Elizabeth VTS, all copy, thank you. The UKDC line's working at 203 corner. I'll make him aware now of your departure.
Oh, there, shipmate Peter Owens. Welcome aboard, shipmate.
UKDC line VTS.
Pleasure to have you on board. The visibility today is fantastic. Look at that, quite clearly visible there, the Queen Victoria and the Norwegian Star.
Understood. Break Elizabeth VTS. Elizabeth VTS.
Oh, there, shipmate Nicholas August says that fishing season in Bahrain starts 5th October. Super excited. Well, I guess you would know, wouldn't you? I wouldn't have known. Ellie Murray says poker face Lady Gaga. That would be it. I'm sure that would be it. Got a really good view here of the ferry
Elizabeth Southampton VTS.
going across to between Portsmouth and Fishbourne. Look at that, very clear today. Excellent visibility. Have a quick. So I think Queen Mary 2 must have radioed in to say that she was on the move. Yes, she is. She's finished spinning. She's in the upper swing ground.
Elizabeth Southampton VTS. The UKDC line will be working in the upper swinging ground, but is aware of your departure.
She's just there. So I'll probably give it about 15 minutes, and then
Starting correct, Southampton VTS.
and then pretty much as soon as she's gone past Britannia will be straight out after her. It's a busy day here in the Port of Southampton. A busy day. Every ship seems to be leaving on time as well. A slick operation there.
Atlantic Jupiter, Southampton VTS.
I'm not taking credit for this slick operation, of course. My operation is far from slick. It's all bits of tape and string over here in the captain's cabin.
Atlantic Jupiter VTS, copied, thank you. And once you're clear of the LEA, no reported traffic, call VTS please when you are at anchor in nav anchorage number 1.
We've got the Britannia. I think she's probably going down to SO Fawley Refinery to pick up some heavy fuel oil. The Norwegian Star just sneaking in on the left-hand side of the picture. And then the Queen Victoria in the distance going past the Isle of Wight.
LEA VTS, confirm SCT 4 East, 7.9 draft, start side 2. Negative, no news on Britannia yet.
No news on Britannia. Oh, interesting. Oh, we'll
Confirm, not called in.
oh dear. So she may be late then. Well, that'd be disappointing, wouldn't it? It's been such a slick operation. I was just saying it was a slick operation, and I should have kept my mouth quiet. I seem to do that a lot.
UKD Bluefin VTS, understood, thank you. Traffic information, the LEA, west of an Ab Tower, inward bound main channel.
There we go. Let's see, we just start. So we're just waiting on the Queen Mary 2 and Britannia now. Oh, there's shipmate Phil Wheeler says, where's the aircraft carrier gone? Don't know. Portsmouth Harbour, says Tim Ellis. There you go. You someone would know. Someone said that she's on her way to Rosyth, I think. That's what someone said.
Starting right. Southampton VTS, pulling you channel 12.
Yeah, oh, Ellie Buddy. Yes, I did speak too soon. I I shouldn't say anything about things running smoothly because I always mess it up. I think the captain has this power. What's it? Oh, Daniel Sands says that Lady Gaga did the soundtrack for Top Gun Maverick. Well, I haven't seen that film yet. I've heard a lot of people say it's really good. There is the ferry for Fishbourne. I've never seen the ferry for Fishbourne actually go into Fishbourne. So that's where Fishbourne is. Huh. Yeah, well, you learn something every day, don't you? Ahoy there, Kelly Hall says, just got back from our trip to Norway on Victoria. It's my favourite cruise destination. I have to say, a lot of people have been saying how good it was going to Norway. I can totally imagine. Oh, here's Britannia now.
Britannia, VTS.
Yes, Britannia, good evening. Subside 246, 8.52, Alpha La Coruña in Spain. Should be good for our departure at 1800. So you're watching out for the Queen Mary 2.
Britannia, VTS, that's all received, thank you. Queen Mary 2 just passing 105 outbound now. I did see ferries immediately inwards, and the LEA has just boarded the nav.
Okay, that's all.
Right, so good. Well, I didn't speak too soon then. I didn't jinx it.
Norwegian Star, hook out, thank you. No immediate traffic. The LEA has just boarded and west of the Nav Tower.
Oh, I've just had an interesting message from shipmate and Spanner Kevin2 says we've just gone past something. Oh, quick, let's have a quick look. Where did he say? We've just gone past. I think we've just gone past a certain number of subscribers, but I don't know what they are. Must be something or other. No, I can't see it. I think it's 27,000. Was it? Yeah, I think it must be 27,000. Yeah, it's 27,000 subscribers. Wow, how about that, shipmates? How about that? 27,000 shipmates enjoying the coverage. Right, let's just check on Queen Mary 2. She heard the radio say it's just on 105, so she's not far away. No. And then Britannia straight out afterwards. So this is pretty much non-stop coverage. We'll probably see Anthem of the Seas on Cow's Cam shortly.
Britannia, VTS.
So there we go. There's Queen Mary 2.
Britannia, VTS traffic information. The Britannia's due away from the ocean dock at 1800. But hasn't called in yet.
Yes, she has. Well, yeah, she did. She said she was ready to go after Queen Mary 2 passes. Right, which cameras should we go to now? Let's go to this camera.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, so we're just watching Norwegian Star go, then Queen Mary 2 and Britannia next. That's 5 ships this day, shipmates, and this weekend. 10 in total. What a busy day, busy weekend at the port of Southampton. I'm going to change camera. I'm going to go...
Good evening.
Oh, it's one of the Dutch ships. They carry lots of ships, the Gratches, the whole series of Gratch ships. Quite interesting to watch.
Dustin Grat confirm 1900. Outbound traffic information, the Hogue Yokohama, southeast of the tower, proceeding outwards. The dredger AI Avocet is working east of the Nav Tower. The dredger UKD Bluefin is passing the Warner Buoy to proceed outbound.
Oh, I heard there was a Yokohama ship there. It's port of Yokohama in Japan. It's rather fascinating. There's a maritime museum in there, which is full of model ships. So when you purchase a ship, you often get a model. And they are
Right off, thank you. traffic information. Queen Mary 2 approaching pier head outward bound, followed by the Britannia.
Oh, copy, thank you.
And they're finely crafted models made out of metal with metal repellers and railings and all these sorts of things. Typically sort of, 5-6 feet long, absolutely detailed. And this museum in Yokohama is full of them. Different types of commercial ships, mainly, oil tankers and cargo ships. But it's fascinating to see. Often fancied one of these models myself. I thought they would look rather wonderful in the captain's cabin. Trouble is, they're so big. To get a bigger cabin. Now, that is Norwegian Star just rounding.
Red Falcon, okay, thank you. Traffic information. Queen Mary 2 approaching pier head out, followed by the Britannia and the Britannia is at station 46 there.
We've now got... There we go. Anthem of the Seas on Cowscat. Oh, look, we can see the giraffe. The giraffe has a name. The name escapes me. Anthem of the Seas.
Queen Mary 2, pier boy out.
Queen Mary 2, pier head out.
It gets a better idea of the colour, I think, of the hull from this camera. The light is in a more satisfying direction. I think we should get Norwegian Star and Anthem of the Seas on the screen at the same time, if I'm not mistaken. Over there, somewhere on the Isle of Wight. Something about green lights and fires now coming over the airwaves, wafting into the captain's cabin. I've got to turn my microphone down. I'll be chased by YouTube for royalty infringements on music tracks. Something about green lights and fires or something. I don't know. Can't really tell. Music is not the captain's specialty. You may know better. I'm sure you all know better, actually. Ahoy there, you get great snow. Welcome aboard, shipmates. Just as the Anthem disappears, she's over here. We'll get to see her on cruise cam, I think, or I may have missed her. Of course I could have missed her, yeah. Still not quite ready as to how, when you see the ships in various locations. Ah, there we go. Ah, perfect. Oh, I'm starting to get slightly worried there. Thought she'd disappeared.
Elizabeth BTS at 02, thank you.
Well, there, Tony1 says he likes the light blue on the hull. I do as well. I think that's very pleasing. Very pleasing tone. It would probably look better in the Caribbean, if I'm honest. I mean, it's a Caribbean ship, isn't it? Hellsbell says, relight my fire. Take that. Oh, relight my fire.
Alrighty, thank you. After the Norwegian Star, the Wit Champion is at the hook, bound for the west. Queen Mary 2 just passing pier head outwards, followed by the Britannia and the Britannia at station 46 there. And Elizabeth due to depart the container terminal.
I thought it was green lights. Well, I can't really hear very well. I only get to hear the occasional lyric, so there we go.
Wit Champion, hook out to the west. Britannia, pier head out, thank you.
Just about getting Queen Mary 2 on Netley Cam. Oh, gosh, so busy this evening. This has got to be the busiest day we've had on this channel. Well, it is, because it's yesterday was 5 ships as well, but there was a large intermission. Whereas today, look at this, we've got 2 at 4:30, 2 at 5, and 1 at 6. It's an hour and a half for 5 cruise ships. Absolutely amazing. Right, just going to carry on with Anthem of the Seas. I can see the funnel of Queen Mary 2 and the very distinctive bridge. I think we'll cut back, shall we? Well, maybe watch Anthem for a look now. Let's. Ooh. She's popping up behind the row. Let's go and have a look at Queen Mary 2, shall we? Ah, there we go. Look at that. Definitely something about the ship. I haven't taken the superstructure of the bow right to the very front. It's got a beautiful stern with sort of like an amphitheatre design. That's just wonderful. Lovely red funnel, the dark blue of the hull. I do like the black banding around the superstructure of the bow there. It's supposed to represent hands holding round the front of the ship, according to the designer. I'm going to go. Was the
Red Osprey, Queen 2. Yeah,
was
good
the
evening, pilot. Will you be happy if I push on, carry on?
was the very
Sure, yeah, you carry on. Port side, you pass. I'll pass you on a port side, sir. The dockhead. Okay, yeah.
That was the very distinctive sound of the Queen Mary 2's horn. I would say, being in port, I hear a lot of ship horns. Hers has to be one of the loudest, considering it's not even facing the captain's cabin, and it's very, very loud indeed. Apparently, it came across.
Britannia 20.
Glad you all appreciated that one, shipmates. It's got a real, I'm going to say a real horny noise, but no, it's got a sort of trumpety, it's got a deep bellow, but with a little sort of like trumpetness to it. It's real, very distinctive. Very obviously the Queen Mary 2's horn whenever I hear that. And that is the bow of the Queen Mary 2. Oh, it looks like the sun has gone in. It's a shame. We have the, see what I'm saying, if you happen to be on a red funnel, look at what a fantastic view to have, a bit of cruise ship spotting.
Sea Lion, good evening. Okay, Sea Lion, VTS, that's all received, thank you. Yeah, the Britannia will be away shortly. I'll keep you updated. And nothing further immediate.
No, our spanner Etienne, who's over in Cowes, says he can clearly hear it in Cowes, so I can't say I'm surprised. It is definitely one of the louder horns. Oh, I can hear something about 5,000 miles or something. That Scottish band, I'm not sure of their name.
Mavic, yes, Arctic.
A few people up on the top deck.
Yeah, just broke away from 44. Can get out before the Britannia. Let's go. We're around for the auto tube shifting.
Oh, copy.
People out on the balconies, so they'll be all looking over at... Not Queen Mary, this is the Queen Mary, so they'll be all over looking at Britannia. Lovely red funnel there. It's looking, the sun might just popped out a little bit. And then this is the, as I was saying, this is the stern. Beautiful stern. Look at that real terraced amphitheatre type design. Lots of people there. I think they'll be enjoying some rum-based cocktails, one would imagine. See some flashing lights. Is that where a bit of a party going on there? And the Queen Mary 2, there we go. And that is such a distinctive shape. Couldn't be anything else. It reminds me very much of the posters from the 20s that used to talk about transatlantic travel. They would have pictures of cruise ships on, and they have sort of a similar shape to the Queen Mary 2. The sort of bow slightly goes up to a little point. It's very pleasing.
Ready, baby, guess. Osprey VTS, didn't copy your last day again. You remain outside the green circle, copy, thank you. Currently, dockhead gauge is 4.1.
Oh,
And there was that's the Tug Harty there. She was just saying that she's going to nip out in between the two cruise ships. Well, I think I could see that Princess. I don't think we're going to get a sunset, because the sun won't be setting just yet. It's a little bit early for that, but nights are drawing in. And it's that bow, supposedly, sorry, the stern. The stern is supposedly designed after a soup spoon. It's a very unique shape. With the terraced and that sort of bowsy bit.
Queen Mary 2, what's the shot?
yes, I'll go away from 37, line 31 for the Norwegian ship.
Stargate, all copy, thank you.
What a lovely shape. I almost think she looks a little top heavy. The blue band does seem quite high. She's quite a large ship, Queen Mary 2. I think 330 metres, something like that. Check. I'll give you some bad information. I'm not sure we had any facts or figures on the Queen Mary 2 from the numbers on board.
Eli A, VTS, still alongside. Linesman has stood by, air bridge is out. Just waiting, query rear fender.
Fender problems. Yeah, it's 345 metres long, so she's quite a bit longer than I think we've had today, but not necessarily the capacity. But then it's the old debate of ocean liner versus cruise ship. And if I call her a cruise ship, I don't mean to be disparaging. I'm just a simple captain that has a problem trying to remember things. Every other ship is a cruise ship, and that's the only one that's not a cruise ship, it's a cruise line. So what's this fender issue they've got then? A big fender problem down there, I think. I can see all the lines are still there on Britannia. I'll just go have a quick look up Britannia. Let's say it's over here. Here we go. There's the chaps there. All the lines are there. So a couple of shore hands are there. Don't seem to be doing too much. Maybe they're getting ready to slip the lines. It looks likely, doesn't it? There we go. And there is that Wittonia? We had Wit Champion earlier. I think that must be Wittonia then. I wasn't listening too closely to what the radio was saying. It's going in one ear and out the other ear at the moment. Oh yeah, that is Wittonia. There we go. She's another bunkering ship, so she's probably off to Baldy as well. Right. Oh, yes. Where is Queen Mary 2 going? This is a good question, and excellent shipmate Kevin 2 would have filled me in with some information. Where is he? Where's this information? Queen Mary 2 off on a 7-night Norwegian cruise to the ever-popular destination of the Norwegian fjords to Stavanger, Flam, Olden and Bergen. There we go. Seems to be the place to go, the fjords these days. That's where everyone seems to want to go. And I've got to say, I have a couple of persons, I think it was shipmates earlier, said they've had a jolly good time there. Everyone seems to have had a good time in the fjords. I can't think of a better way to enjoy the fjords than from a cruise ship. You get to see all the waterfalls and the big mountains. And how else would you see it? You can't really see it by car or anything. I suppose from a plane if you had access to a light aircraft. That might do it. Right, what's happening in the chat? I've been very remiss on the chat today. My apologies, shipmates. Just been busy operating things on this very busy day. So Britannia is due to depart any moment. 10 minutes late. She was waiting for Queen Mary 2 to pass.
Station calling VTS, you're broken, unreadable.
Any time soon, I'd imagine. We now have something about Sweet Caroline's coming over, and let's have a quick look on Cow's Camp. There we go. We have the Norwegian Star. It's sunny over on the Isle of Wight. The people who live on the Isle of Wight,
Britannia, VTS.
they always say that it's a microclimate over there, and it does seem to be. It seems to be sunny over on the Isle of Wight.
Britannia singling up. Fenders have been checked. All good to go.
I can see that she's being singled up. I'll just cut back to that in a second. So all the lines are good. They're all dropping down. There's
Queen Victoria, VTS.
those lovely graphics on the side of the Norwegian Star there.
Ports out east of the new grounds and west of the tower. Store received, thank you. No traffic reported west of the tower.
Making good speed. I'm going to estimate somewhere in the region of 16 knots. I could check. The AIS would give me that information, but let's just go with my estimation. More than 12, not as much as 20. Lines are definitely coming in on the Britannia. There we go. They're all coming in now. So this is what they mean by singling up. She'll just have a single line on the bow and stern and possibly a midships. And that will allow her to slip them off and then be on her way. Go, all coming in. They'll probably see the other ones droop down and come in shortly. Get a good view of the silhouette here of the Queen Mary 2. There's a crane. I just about see the tops. Oh, there's actually a spare sets of propeller blades there on top of the Queen Mary 2. Okay, you've got the red funnel here as well.
Yes, you can. It's sea line, just as a pair head boy. I'll slow down then and wait 8:49.
Kenny, Sea Lion, VTS, that's all received. You'll slow down, wait for the Britannia to depart.
Yep, by 48:49.
Shipmate Rab Nesbitt says, yes, a model of the Queen Mary 2 took 10 months to build. Don't want to be critical of your building skills, but I imagine it's potentially quite a large model. A little bit of colour in the sky there. Sun's starting to set. It's the lovely silhouette of the Queen Mary 2. There we go. And here are some lines coming up from the Britannia. Just a couple more to go, and I imagine she'll not going to hang around. She'll probably go straight out. Looks like that one. It's not been untied.
Britannia, Ceylon. I'm just going to hold for you. I'll just wait by 48:49 and then I'm round to 29, though. Thank you. Yeah, I'll stay by the red Kestrel.
The line's slowly coming in.
Roger, 7 BTS, yes please. So UKDC lines holding off 4849.
Oh, Brad Nesbitt's model that you made of Queen Mary 2 is 1 metre long. Well, fair enough, shipmate. It'll take you 10 months to build that. Crikey, 1 metre long. That's massive. Must be 1/345th scale. Something like that. Lovely silhouettes here. There's a real party going on the Britannia. I'm just going to have a little look around the ship and see what's going on before she departs. She's just about to depart.
Elizabeth, higher up.
Oh, there's a clock there. What time it says? What time's the clock say?
So, Captain, put the six down.
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Okay, just checking that the ship time is correct. Lots of shipmates on their balcony. Balconies. Let's have a look. So I can hear this raging party going on. Oh, look at them all on their balconies. I'm not sure if we've got any wavers on board today. We had a couple yesterday with some flags and a towel, or a combination of both. I'm guessing that there's something up here somewhere.
Red Falcon, traffic information, Britannia letting go now, Ocean Dock.
Britannia is letting go, is she? I can see a Union Jack. Hello, hello. Could be some shipmates there, I feel. This seems to become the popular method of gaining the captain's attention. By method of Union Jack. Now the trouble is there's quite a long delay. It's about 30 seconds. So they're looking at the screen saying it's getting closer, it's getting closer. I wonder if it'll zoom in. It'll zoom in.
That's all copied. If you're happy, we'd keep the tight to the reds and carry on now. If not, we'll start the way south of Dock Empty.
And then the penny drops. There we go. Yeah, I unfortunately, because there's quite a long delay, I think I'll have to try and change that. There we go. Well, they're off. Clearly on a lovely adventure. Where's this party then? I can hear it. It's normally over here somewhere.
Auto achieve, BTS, evening.
Yeah, BTS auto achieve. There we are then. 31 berths. Just closing the ramp. Booking the tugs up. Should be good for 18:30 very shortly after. Shifting round to 104 on the draft at 7.3.
I think this is where the party is, somewhere up here.
Auto achieve, BTS, that's all copied. Information, the Britannia's just departing the Ocean Dock. Elizabeth passing 102 outwards.
Oh, I can't actually see anything today. Oh.
Britannia, VTS, underway, thank you. Copy conversations with both the Sea Lion and Elizabeth.
Hi there, Brandon HK. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. You just heard the honk of Britannia. 3 honks meant she's going astern. She's going slightly backwards. You'll go slightly backwards first, get away from the dock side, and then she'll motor on forwards. We've got the Queen Mary 2 just making her way gracefully down Southampton water. And what a sight she is. And then Britannia is just departing. And where's Britannia going, I could hear you ask. I don't know. I'm going to find out. Kevin 2 has supplied me with the useful information. She's off on a 14-night Mediterranean cruise to La Coruna, Valencia, Toulon, Barcelona and Cadiz. Funnily enough, I was down in Toulon not as long ago. I was hoping to coordinate my manoeuvres with a cruise ship, but it just didn't seem to work out. Now a little nose around, see if there's any other shipmates. We've had one shipmate with their Union Jacks. Let's have a little bit of zoom in, see if we can see anything going on. The sun has come out further down Southampton water. It's looking rather marvellous for the Queen Mary 2. Lots of people out on their decks, on their balconies, aren't there? Good time to depart, I suppose. Just after 6 means you can enjoy the wonderful views of the Port of Southampton before you're making your way down to the buffet. And there's Queen Mary 2 with the sun on her stern. That's got to be the place to be, isn't it? On the stern of a ship. Especially when departing the port of Southampton. A good collection of shipmates all scattered around the balconies there.
Anthem of the Seas, ports out west of the tower, thank you, after the LEA. Nothing reported west of the tower.
I haven't heard any passenger numbers for Britannia. Not sure. I may have missed it. Been busy gassing. Britannia was launched in, made the voyage in March 2015, was the flagship for P&O, but now been superseded by Britannia. Oh, there's someone waving there. I may have missed that. Lots of people on board. I'd imagine that so far all the ships gone out pretty much at capacity. And these Queen Mary 2's looking rather wonderful with the sun just coming in. Slightly setting the sun almost.
Southampton VTS Elizabeth, spearhead boy out.
Elizabeth, spearhead out, thank you.
Elizabeth is a small container ship. We saw her yesterday. She came in when we were broadcasting amongst all the other cruise ships, so we'll see her go out again. She's probably off to either the Channel Islands or Le Havre or somewhere. She just wraps around between the two. There's a lot of balconies there, isn't there? .330 metres long, Britannia, so not as long as Queen Mary 2.
LEA through the forts, and that's correct, Britannia underway.
But a maximum capacity of 3,600, so more passengers. And the sun is just coming out.
Good evening.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Britannia will just go straight ahead. Looks like she's got a bow thruster going there. Interesting.
Cornwall Goodwill request by the Western Terrace received, thank you. Traffic information, the LEA, just past the Horse Elbow, inward bound. And the Stalingrad boarding a pilot at 1900.
I did think the forecast was potentially for rain this afternoon, which I thought was going to be very disappointing if we had some rain. It'd reduce visibility and we wouldn't be seeing any shipmates out on their balconies waving away, but it looks like the weathermen were wrong. It's good for us, isn't it, really? So, unlike Iona, who docks in an ocean terminal frequently, she has to reverse out and spin round due to the loading problems with the doors and space on the pier. Most other ships are bow out, so they just drive straight out. So we'll get a lovely view down the sides of the Britannia here in a second. She spins round. She looks like she's using the bow thruster to keep the bow out of trouble. I think propulsion is by azipods, if I remember. Not sure. Not sure if it's azipods or not. Could just be shaft drive. Look at that. quite some speed, though, isn't it? You think about the size, 300 and odd meters of ship here, and it just spinning around just like that. You can clearly...
Yes, sea line 48 berth, that's 29 berth, please, following the quay wall.
You can clearly see the
Sea line, yes, please.
wing bridge. Yeah, we've got some waivers. There we go. Some more waivers on the stern. Oh, I spotted you there. Luckily, that was. Looks like they've got a little flag. That's a very small Union Jack, and that's not particularly helpful. Need a bigger Union Jack ship, mate. Queen Mary 2 is almost down. Oh, getting close to Cowshot Castle. Queen Mary 2 is down. This way. She is. Look at that. Very clear this evening. Here's the visibility. Visibility is 26.2 nautical miles. That's the Queen Mary 2 down that way. Heading towards Cowshot Castle, which you can clearly see. Left-hand side of the screen there. It's got the NCI tower with the radar on top, but just left that...
Thank you.
Is the Cowshot Castle. When it's open to tourists, you can go and have a look around it. It's quite interesting. Whole history of that Cowshot beach and all the flying boats, and as it was used during the war. Very interesting. Let me see. I need to change camera. Let's go back to this one. A little bit of smoke wafting out of the funnels there. Right, I haven't been in the chat for a while. Let's see what's going on here. Waivers. Yes, waivers. Still raining in Cornwall, says Bertie Doe. Oh dear, shipmate. Pookie Cat says I'm flaggist. Well, I mean, it was only about 6 inches square. I mean, that's not hardly a flag, is it? More like a handkerchief. I've got handkerchiefs bigger than that flag. Right, I suppose I should probably navigate around the ship a little bit here, shall we? Do like the Union flag emblem here on the bow. Reassuringly British. I said reassuringly English. It's very clear today. Very clear. Excellent. Couple of people up on the top, few balconies occupied. People up on the very top. I think that's where the sail away party was, and I could hear the music that's coming from that sort of bit you can see in the top at the moment. Must be some sort of disco party going on there somewhere. Yes, up that area there. That's where all the hullabaloo comes from. Well, I can't hear anything now. Perhaps the wind's not in the right direction. Maybe it's just they've turned it off. That's one thing I have noticed. We'll probably see it again. I should check the dimensions, but to me, Queen Mary 2 always looks quite a tall, narrow ship compared to some of the more modern cruise ships. I know she's not a cruise ship. I know she's an ocean liner, but it's all shipped. That's the Harbour Master just coming in there from the left-hand side.
UKB Blueston, thank you.
It's the Elizabeth II terminal. That's where the Queen Victoria left from. It's quite complicated, isn't it? All these queens and Britannias. Definitely a theme to the naming of ships. Queen Marys and Queen Victorias and Queen Elizabeths and ships and terminals and Britannias. Very jingoistic, I would say. Okay, let's have a check out of these stern cabins, because that's when I get my lottery win. This is where I'm going to go. I think I've decided stern is my preferred location. Looks like some very happy shipmates there.
Solent Ships, Britannia, passing Western Shelf. Figures when you're ready.
Oh, we have some figures. Excellent.
Britannia, go ahead.
Okay, 3286 passengers, 1267 crew, totals 4553. Plus me.
Britannia 3286 and 1267. Brush yourself. Thank you.
Thank you. On which side for the ladder at the next, please?
Three, 286.
Britannia, starboard ladder out, please.
Starboard back, thank you.
Which is only sort of 400 shy of maximum capacity, which is not bad. They all seem to be going out relatively full today. Oh, slightly obscured behind the silos. I'm just going to switch over to this one and then.
Brad Eagle, the test received, thank you, traffic information. Queen Mary 2, just passing SO outward bound. Followed by the Britannia is for SO. Britannia's just passed Western Shelf out. Followed by the Elizabeth.
There are a few sailors who've been out for the day coming back.
VTS, sea liner to the Auto Chiefs, just lifting off our way here by 36 feet.
Yes, all the cruise ships been very busy today. All very full. Well, shipmates, I'm continue to follow on, but I just thought I'd probably get my
Commodore Goodwill, thoughts out, thank you.
I'm going to turn the radio off for a second. I'll get my thanks in. I'd just like to thank everyone for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. Thank you to all of the members of the channel, and also to the PayPal donators, the Patreons, and of course the spanners who are absolutely brilliant looking after the chat. And of course, not only do they look after the chat during the live streams, they look after the chat and on the cameras all the time. I think this has been an excellent broadcast this evening with 5 ships all departing on time. It's been good timing, and then also it means that we can finish up in relatively good time to get down to the galley. Very good, very good. Britannia is just behind the row at the end of the docks. I can't really see past her. The camera here. The Queen Mary 2, she is right down at the end. Oh, we've got another row departing as well. It's all go. I think that was the auto. I heard on the radio the auto something or other. There you go. There's Queen Mary 2. Looks like she's listing slightly to the starboard, doesn't it? Oh no, something auto cleave or whatever it is. Auto achieve. Oi! Out of the way. Oh. Yeah. These things can't be helped, can they? Elizabeth, the small container ship that they came in the other evening. Here's the Auto Achieve, just coming in to obscure all of our views. Thanks for that, shipmate. I'm sure we can work around you. There's a whole lot of autos. They're all owned by the same line. Auto, Eco, Auto. Can't think of any of the names. There we go. There's Britannia coming in from the right. Just in time for the Auto Achieve to hide her. Very clear today. Very, very clear indeed. Oh yes, the Auto Achieve, no less, it's hybrid. Battery hybrid power. LNG battery hybrid power. Not really entirely sure what all that means. I was very keen on giving you much information about it. Oh, there's shipmate Terry Schultz. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. I appreciate that. The algorithms at YouTube will appreciate that. They may well recommend the channel to other shipmates, so thank you. Welcome aboard. Oh, there we go. It's out of the way now. It's very busy here in the port of Southampton. Boy there, Helen Jones says, brilliant live stream as always. Thank you, Captain. Oh, thank you, shipmates. If you weren't watching, actually, no, that's not true. I would just be doing it to myself. It's hardly likely. Yeah. It's very clear today. So Queen Mary 2 is... Where's Queen Mary 2? Which camera should we use for Queen Mary 2? Queen Mary 2 must be getting close to Cowshot. Heading round the end, round the Cowshot spit, as Britannia has done. We might see the two of them on the screen at the same time. Shipmate Nicholas August says he's into engineering, but he's never heard of an LNG battery powered. No, neither have I. I see things like that, and it occurs to me that it's marketing bluff. I could be wrong. So let's have a look. So we've got Britannia here. Oh, hi there, Bossel 1953. Welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for subscribing. We've got Britannia. Where's the Queen Mary 2 gone? There we go. She's down there. There we can. We get both on the same. And there you go. So that's the Queen Mary 2 right in the distance. The Wittonia, I think that is, or the Wit Champion. Might be the Wittonia. Looks like she's just about to park up at Esso Refinery to do a bit of refilling. And then the Britannia is hot on the chase down Southampton water. Do quite like you get a view here down at the power station, or the refinery, sorry. And it's quite interesting to see all the tanks and chimneys and vents and gases and flames. Quite interesting backdrop silhouette. Not as pretty as the Norwegian fields, of course, but nonetheless, I'm still finding it quite interesting. Lovely sunny day, lovely sunny evening here in the port. Right, I'm not sure when my next broadcast will be, shipmates. It may not be next weekend. I think I will be away next weekend. Have to wait until the weekend after. I possibly might do one during the week. Let's have a quick look, shall we? See what's going on in the port of Southampton, cruise ship wise. Oh, there, Punky Brewster's hubby. Welcome aboard, shipmate. So what have we got? 5th, 6th. Norwegian Dawn tomorrow. Tuesday, the Emerald Princess and Arcadia. Oh, ahoy there, shipmate Paula Jones has become a member. Well, welcome aboard, shipmate. Many thanks for becoming a member. Get yourself down to the galley and grab yourself a mug of grog. Silver Moon on the 9th, and then next Saturday we've got 4. The Celebrity Silhouette, the Iron and Embassy Virtuous, and the Spirit of Adventure. Then Sunday, Anthem of the Seas, Balmoral, and Queen Mary 2. Oh, interesting, I don't think we've live streamed Balmoral before. This is a good view from here, isn't it? Approximately, I'd say about 8 or 9 miles away the Queen Mary 2 is from the camera. Tanya's probably 4 or 5. Something like that. There we go. Oh, look at all the birds in the water. Seagulls down there and a couple of swans. You can see... See, depending on which camera we're using, look at this. The Queen Mary 2 is right over there in the distance, and the Britannia's just right next to us. Does feel like it's getting cooler. Yes, 21, so we've lost a degree. Humidity's up a little bit. We're up to 29 nautical miles of visibility. That's a little breeze slightly picked up as well. And the Queen Mary 2 is round the other side of Cowshot Spit. She's heading around Bramble Bank off to the field. Off to the fields. I think I'm right off saying she's off to the fields. I should check my information, shouldn't I? Ahoy there, Graham Singleton Hayden. Welcome aboard, shipmates. Oh, and there's Elizabeth. She's the container ship that came in the other evening. Queen Mary 2 is off to the fields. Yes, Stavanger, Flan, Alden, and Bergen. There we go. Well, shipmates, I shall probably end this stream shortly. I'll keep it going. No, I'll keep it going for a bit. I will be signing off myself. So many thanks to all who've joined, all who've subscribed, and of course all the shipmates in the chat. And, of course, the Spanners for such an excellent job. Right, shipmates, and until next time.